Welcome to Fireside Yankees. My name is Alex, your host, and today I want to talk about Aaron Judge. The guy has been an absolute monster this season, and everybody knows the guy is going to get paid. General Manager Brian Cashman must be kicking himself in the nuts so hard right now, knowing that he under offered him at the beginning of the season, outed the numbers, the negotiations into the public air, and probably was the worst thing he could have done because basically Aaron Judge's representative said, you know what? We're going to decline and let our player dominate for the Yankees this year, and then you're going to have to pay us whatever we want. Open checkbook. The guy's going to get $1 billion. It's going to be absolutely insane. This contract could be Mike Trout level based on the way that Aaron Judge is playing this year. Now, there are a couple things I want to talk about. The fact that he's 30 years old, and if he wants a 10-year contract, the Yankees are going to be paying the guy until he's 40. Can they actually assume he's going to be this good until he's 40? Well, even if you get 5 to 6 years of elite play and you win 2 World Series during that span, I think it'll be worth the contract. And Judge is by far their best player. I mean, in the month of June, so they've played, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games in the month of June. The guy is hitting .400 with a .478 on base percentage. He was getting on base at nearly 48%. He's hitting .850 with his slugging and a 1.328 OPS, guys. I mean, he's hitting 400 right now, his average in the last couple games. He has 8 hits in the month of June, 3 homers, 4 RBIs, 3 walks. He's only struck out 5 times in 20 at-bats. So that's a 20% strikeout rate. I mean, what more can you ask of the guy? Last month, equally as dominant. We're talking about a whole month. It looks like 20 games here, 25 games here. The guy hit .311 with a near 38% on base percentage. I mean, this is absolutely absurd. 32 hits, 12 home runs, 25 RBIs. It feels like he's hitting a home run every single game. I mean, when you have a guy who's hitting home runs at this type of pace, he leads the MLB right now with 22 homers. He had 39 last season in 148 games. He has 22 over 53 games. So he's on pace for like 65 homers this season, which would be absolutely ludicrous. He has 45 RBIs this year, a 25.9% strikeout rate, 10.8% walk rate. I mean, he's hitting .315. That would be the best of his entire career. He has the best on-base percentage since 2018 when he hit 27 homers, only played in 112 games. But we're talking about record-setting numbers for the Yankees right now. One of the best seasons, individual seasons in history, if he can maintain this pace. The contract that he's going to get, and I'll tell you what, he has some serious balls for betting on himself to begin with, right? The guy turned down a 7-year contract, making $30.5 million per season. That is, hard for anybody to turn down. If you offered me that much money and I was playing at his level the last couple seasons, having some injuries, dealing with some issues, I would be like, I'm taking the $30.5 million right now. I mean, that's insane to turn down. You have to be just exorbitantly confident, just unbelievably confident to turn down $30.5 million per season and hope for more money. And he did that, and now he's kicking ass, and it's absolutely unbelievable to watch. And defensively, he's been the stud as well. When you're looking at his defensive attributes, he's able to play center field. He's got the range. He's got the speed and athleticism. He's locked down right field for years now, has one of the best arms in baseball. He has plus tools at every single spot. It's just unbelievable to see him really blossom now into the player that I didn't think he could get much better than what he's showed in the past, and he's blowing all of my expectations out of the water. I before the season started, I was like, you're an idiot for turning down 30.5 mil per year, and now he's going to cash in at like 35 to 36 mil per year, and he's going to walk away looking like a freaking hero. So this year so far in the outfield and right field, he's played 226 innings, and in center field, 174 innings. He has no errors in either spot, perfect fielding percentages, 62 putouts in right field, 37 putouts in center field. And at this point, with Joey Gallo struggling, with Aaron Hicks struggling, you might as well just keep Aaron Judge in that center field role permanently. Aaron Hicks has been playing in the left field role recently, kind of getting on base a little bit more, showing a little bit more success. And then Joey Gallo, the last 2 games, has 3 hits. He has a homer and 2 RBI, so he's been playing better as well. Only 2 games, though, so it's a really small sample size. He needs to do it over a couple of weeks. We need to see much more from Joey Gallo if he wants to be a legitimate piece to the puzzle this year. Otherwise, the Yankees are going to have to go and trade for a guy like Andrew Benintendi. They need more support there. They need a guy who's going to get on base. Joey Gallo in the 9 spot, not getting on base at all. And he's hitting, 0.178. He's getting on base less than 30% of the time. They need more from him, and they need it now. If they don't get more from him, the Yankees have like a month here where they can really get generating with the proposals, for a prospective trade with the Royals for Benintendi. I think it depends if you're going to give up a big package of prospects that we talked about yesterday or 2 days ago. If you're going to give up a guy like Trey Sweeney or Alexander Vargas and Miguel Andujar and Estevan Florial, maybe you just go for Ian Happ. Maybe you go from Brian Reynolds and just give up someone a little bit better and someone that you have a little bit more team control over. I think Ian Happ, there's 2 years of team controls. You have a rental for the rest of this year, and then you have 2023 on the books as well. So at least you get him for multiple seasons. Benintendi is a half-year rental, and he's kicking ass this year. The guy's getting on base at almost 40%, which is unbelievable. But, having Judge in center field, let's say Benintendi in left field, and then maybe Aaron Hicks plays right. Maybe that's not a bad avenue to explore. Maybe you have Benintendi in left and Aaron Judge in center, and then maybe you just keep Joey Gallo in right field or just DH him. Thing is, Stanton, I don't trust Stanton at this point to be an everyday outfielder. The guy is coming off the 10-day injured list with an ankle injury. Can he play in the outfield every now and then? Absolutely. He's actually a pretty underrated outfielder, pretty solid guy in the outfield, but I don't trust that he can remain healthy for the remainder of the season if he is playing in the outfield. So the Yankees have to kind of battle around that too. They have to be pretty cautious about his injury issues. So you really need another outfielder out there. And, Aaron Hicks, Joey Gallo, not really getting it done this year. If they get hot, they have a month to really prove themselves before Cashman has to make a change. But so far, Aaron Judge, the MVP, he is going to win the AL MVP if he keeps performing like this. He has been out of this world. I've seen a lot of people on social media debating Pete Alonso and Aaron Judge, and if Pete Alonso should be in the top 5 players in the NL. I know different divisions here, but different conferences, but Judge has been so much better. It's not even close. He's dominating in every advanced metric and every, traditional metric, and just in terms of batting average and whatnot. The guy is absolutely on fire. Hopefully he continues this streak. It's been so much fun to watch, to see him really make his money, and watching Brian Cashman squirm also is kind of funny because even though the team's pretty good this year, we've had to suffer through over a decade of negligence and just malpractice at some areas. Really bad contracts like Jacoby Ellsbury, force feeding guys like Greg Bird on us at first base, bad decisions all over the place. So it's kind of funny to see Brian Cashman have to, open up a lot of money, but it is going to harm us in some way next year. We have some guys coming off the books like Zach Britton, like Aroldis Chapman, Joey Gallo. It's $10 million or something like that. So they will have to roll over a lot of that money to Aaron Judge. But I'd love to hear your thoughts below on the YouTube comments, opinions on Aaron Judge, how he's performing this year. Definitely awesome. His stats blow my mind away. I'm sure they blow your mind away as well. Hopefully he can maintain this pace and become a legend. Already is on his way to becoming a Yankee legend. He wants to be in pinstripes forever, and hopefully we can keep him for a prolonged period of time, my friends. But make sure to like and subscribe below on the YouTube channel. As always, we'll catch you guys on the next Fireside Yankees episode.